You know, I watched a video of you real recently. You were about 16, 17 years old, and you were sparring with some big guy who was a professional heavyweight. Mm-hmm. And you were, what was fascinating to me about it wasn't just watching you move around when you were young and still learning, but it was also, you were upset at yourself after it was over. You didn't think it went well. And I was like,
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? It was an interesting video, man. You were like, yeah, it didn't go well. I could tell it didn't go well.
I was a sick perfectionist as a kid.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. It seemed like it. Like you were obsessed.
That's my whole life. That's all I did was look at boxing, watch boxing, read about fighters. It was all about fighters. Fighters were my God. Fighter, oh, you know that guy, that's a fighter. That's I want to be around them, be their groupie.
So ladies, two options here, right? So if you could choose a guy that was successful, like could pay for your life, basically pay all your bills, but he may cheat because he had options. Or a guy that works a regular job, maybe a little bit boring, but he would never cheat. Who would you choose, and then why? We'll start.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll start. I guess right here.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. I prefer a guy with a regular job. Boring. I'm a really fun person. I'll make him better. And why? Because we could both grow together and become that millionaire together.
I'm sorry. Why are you lying? I'm not lying. It's the first question of the show. Why are you lying?
It's crazy while you were just talking where my mind went. It went to people's social media profiles versus their actual truth. I am petrified that everybody is a PR version of themselves on social and that it's now a thing, like a sports team.
Yep.
It was really interesting where my mind just went. I'm like, fuck
those likes and those followers and that stuff. Like you really meditate on that. I mean, the amount that you get out of that, the dopamine, the validation.
People are not posting because they're petrified for it not to hit the metric of their prior posts. Like literally humans are not sharing stuff with other humans, which is like the core thing of why this all worked, because they're worried that this picture of this coconut shake is not going to do as well as the picture of them hiking. And so they're literally not posting. I mean, to live a life predicated on your success and happiness is predicated on likes or followers in a social network is a very vulnerable state.
We already know from a clinical perspective that, you know, if you set out a path towards a goal, which you want to do because you need a goal and you need a path, because that provides you with positive emotion, right? So you set up something as valuable. So that implies a hierarchy. You set up something as valuable. You decide that you're going to do that instead of other things. So that's kind of a sacrifice because you're sacrificing everything else to pursue that. And then you experience a fair bit of positive emotion and meaning as you watch yourself move towards the goal. And so the implication of that is the better the goal, the more full and rich your experience is going to be when you pursue it. So that's one of the reasons that's one of the reasons for developing a vision and for fleshing yourself out philosophically, because you want to aim at the highest goal that you can manage.
That is, like, I've had sleep experts on the podcast that tell you like there's real problems if you don't get enough sleep. Like you have a much higher risk of Alzheimer's, all these other serious issues. But I see a guy like The Rock. I'm like, how the fuck does he sleep?
Well,
where's the room for sleep?
You know, that's true. I can't say that I've witnessed the sleep patterns, but he's a late ass. So he does. I know he's sleeping at some point because we're like, what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on, DJ? God damn it. He's probably getting his rest, which is well deserved.
Yeah, man. Like even me right now to talk to you, I'm in the car for a fucking hour getting pumped up because I'm a shy, introverted, leave me alone type of guy. Like I'm still that motherfucker who is 6 years old, you know, at a play who can't say his line because I know I'm going to stutter in front of 5 people. So I walk off the stage. That's still me. So every day I'm fighting that dude. So people think, oh my God, man, you're on a podcast. You look so crazy, so evil. No, I'm trying to be locked into Joe. So my mind isn't very off saying, let's run out the damn door because people are watching me on the fucking podcast. I want to open this damn door and get the hell out of here, man. So that's the real me. So I'm not sadistic, man. I'm focused on what I have to do to stay locked into the game of life. And that's what I tell people, man. I go there.
I can't believe you've never had a cup of coffee.
Never.
You want some?
No.
That might be
No.
That might be the most outrageous thing about you is that you've never had coffee.
Your whole life, you've never had coffee.
No.
Did you just
tea, never coffee?
No one ever offered you a cup of coffee?
No,
you never went to Starbucks?
Never. No, for tea or some donuts.
Wow.
What about like
that was when you when I was in when you're in rehab, you always gotta go to Starbucks because the meeting's right outside of Starbucks. You always hang out at Starbucks,
right?
But never for coffee.
You didn't want to try it?
Never.
That is that. How about like girlfriends' wives? Like none of them ever drank coffee at home.
I'm sure they have, but I never really. My wife drinks it.
And you just nothing.
Never.
Nothing. No. Well,
I'm so addicted to coffee.
All the stuff I did and all the drugs I did, you think coffee would be nothing.
Yeah.